Train location lineup instruction for the operators. Copy the lineup. Lineup must be copied to file and properly performed exactly given the train dispatcher without alteration. Repeat lineup. Lineup will be repeated one or more of those copying. Each of the person may copy the lineup unless immediately call attention to errors made by the person repeating the lineup. Additional copy of the lineups. Additional count of the lineups mechanically reproduce the outline of 58 Rule 58.0. 58.0. Mechanical reproduction documentation instruction for the operator. The copy of the requirements when making copies for the original documents. Use only a copy machine which produces black letters for the figures on the white paper. When copied, the machine fails to make legible copies of the track 1, track bulletin lineups. It must not be used until repaired. 58.2. Reproduction of the documents repeated with the train dispatcher, track 1, track bulletin, track location lineups of the required copy manually. Handwritten or typewritten must be repeated with the train dispatcher. Check copies. Each of the copies must be checked to see that all the words, figures, are legible, that no part of the original is missing. Their copy is not editable, do not contain the entire original, may be destroyed immediately by the tearing of the two or more part, disposing the waste receptacle. 582. File a copy of the track bulletins. When more than 2 copies of the track bulletins are made, the operator will file 1 copy and show on the following the operator's initial on the date the copies were made. Alright, getting down to the nitty gritty here. 5.9. Electrical transmission of documents instruction for the operators. Federal Hours of Service Act employees covered for the Hours of Service Act if they do any of the following: transmit track warrants or track bulletins, receive track bulletins are required to repeat them and acknowledge them as the report, receipt. Fast mile machines when copying track warrant, track bulletin, line up with the train dispatcher that will deliver the fast mile machine. The forms with the white paper must be track warrant and track bulletin. Resolution. Fast mile machines must be sent with resolution to produce the best copy. 5922. The error correction feature. Refer to the manufacturer. Operation manual to determine the fast mile machine is equipped with an error correction factor. On machine equipped with the features must be activated with the transmit the following track warrant, track bulletins, lineups. These documents must be inserted vertically. They must be inserted horizontally only if the receiving the fast mile machine is using 10-inch wide paper. 593. Track warrant, track bulletin, track warrant and movement authority. Track warrants granting movement authority on items 2, 3, and 4 sent electronically to the crew members must be sent only upon the specific arrest of the crew involved. 5932. Additional set of the set documents. Only the set of the set documents include track warrant, track bulletins not to be sent electronically to the location where copy is available. The receiving employee will examine the track warrant and track bulletins to make sure they are complete and legible. The examined set will be used in additional copy to delivery crew members. On receiving, the employee is allowed to make an additional copy for delivery to the crew members. 593. Void traffic warranting track bulletins. When track warrant, track bulletins have been delivered electronically to be made avoid the train dispatcher must be forward the track warrant, track bulletin directly to the crew member and an employee to qualify with the General Code of Operations. Electronically delivered train location lineups. The receiving employee must examine the lineup to make sure it's complete and legible. 60. Emergency response requirements. Emergency events involving the freight and the passenger, and the policy of treating of the emergency situation affecting the train and passenger. Trains utmost priority. Emphasis to reduce the potential emergency, minimize the suffering, inconvenience to all concerned. In such cases, the following instruction will apply. Association must information the initial notifier is practical. When the emergency equipment is needed, and are there any other tracks blocks? Are there other railroads, highways blocked? Are there other adjacent roads that could be affected? Where there threats exist, if any? Secure the area for the emergency other train movement to the cause unnecessary. Make the telephone notification itself. Send to our interpretation desk as soon as possible. Unable to contact the service interpretation desk phone. Advise the chief dispatcher personally. Notify the service interruption desk. Once notified, the service interruption desk will handle the subsequent notifications. If the dispatcher and BNSF Freight Dispatch Center of the Fort Worth are experienced with any of the problems, such as telephone output and making the immediate telephone contact service interruption desk, notifying the chief dispatcher. Chief dispatcher will immediately use the telephone page with the service introduction desk, keying the telephone number to the service interpretation desk. The chief dispatcher will notify the resource operations center. We will turn on the contact service interpretation desk. The chief dispatcher will also take whatever the immediate actions are necessary to establish communication with the service interruption desk. Continuing to do so with the communication link has established service interruption and notify the emergency. 62. Earthquake instruction for the dispatcher in addition with the systems. After contacting effective training city required with the special system, special instruction, the trained dispatcher must contact the following: Chief Dispatcher Service Interruption Desk. Service Interruption Desk will contact the semi-graphic center to determine the magnitude epicenter. This will also contact the state and governmental agencies requiring notification. Resource Operations Center signal call desk. 6.3 serious accidents involving the integrity of the signal system. In our policy to provide with the opportunity the FRA to participate in joint tests with the signal personnel in the case of the serious agency fatality collision occurs. The integrity of the signal system may be implemented with involved in such a case that the following instructions apply: immediately properly protect the train, move to the area in the extent of the many available when the report serious incident received integrity of the signal system may be implemented involved. 2. Immediately report the accident service interpretation desk after the train minutes are known to be protected. With the CTC manually and relaxing involved, the Assistant Vice President of Transportation of his or representative must authorize any change of the signal lineup. General Service Doing Signals will be responsible for notifying local FRA inspectors of accidents, advising him or her of the signal equipment that has been sealed with the pending of the arrival to participate in the joint inspection of the signal system. If the FRA inspector is not available, General Supervisor System signals should be called with the FRA toll-free number. The reporting serious accidents, all training and engine crew members and other employees involved with this should be interviewed as soon as past developed knowledge of accidents will respect the function involved with the system. General Supervisor Signals will be responsible for having signal maintenance personnel on call with the work required to protect the signal equipment. Signal maintenance personnel are not to call unless authorized by the General Supervisor of Signals. General Supervisor of Signals is not available. The Supervisor of Signals for the territory where the accident occurs will be responsible. 64. Report service interruptions. All accidents, injuries, failures of signals, other unusual occurrences involving on-rail equipment to be immediately reported to the Service Interruption Desk. These accounts are to be included time, location, identification, affected train, along with the permanent information. And once again, that is Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railway Train Dispatcher Operation Control Manual, November 1st, 2001.